Alright guys, so we're just going to quickly go over the prepositions that we learned last class or in class. And so here are our prepositions. Remember, we have to know three things about the prepositions. A, what it means. B, what case it takes. Does it take the accusative or does it take the ablative? And then the endings of that case in this for each phrase. So let's go ahead and just start with number 1, into the streams. So when you see into, you have to think, what can it be? Is it accusative or is it ablative? We hear, many times in class we say in plus accusative into, so we should know that that should be accusative. But in case you don't, we can go to the preposition chart. And right here we see in is into or onto, and that takes the accusative. So you could just, sorry about that, go ahead and write down, we know it's in. Okay, and then streams. So if you go over here, we have a handy dandy chart. Streams is rewus or rewum, rewo, rewos, rewis. Second declension, and it is accusative plural. So we found the accusative. Here's the plural, rewos. So we know that into the streams would be rewos. In rewos. Alright, number 2, in the tree. So we have another in, and this is different than the into. So from that we should know that it is ablative, but let's just go back to the chart just to show. If you look down here, we see in means in for the ablative. So we go back here and we can write in, and then I wrote it in red for the ablative. I meant to write that in blue, but I wrote that in red because it's ablative. And then we look for tree. Come over here. We know this means tree. This is our third declension word for tree, and we know it is in the ablative case. So it's either arbore or arboribus, and we have to know if it's singular or plural. And a tree is singular, so it'll be arbore with an E at the end, because that is our singular ablative ending for a third declension. Next one, under the country house. So let's go ahead and look at the chart to see what under means in Latin.
Coach Sin, if you're in the building, can you step some office for a brief second? Coach Sin, if you're in the building, please step some office.
Alright, and we see right here, under, sub, under. So we know that takes the ablative. So we're going to write it in red because it's ablative. Sub. And then country house, that's a wila, and that is our first declension noun. And since we know it is the ablative, we have to decide if it's either singular or plural, because here our ablative, it's either wila or wilis. And since it is singular, we know it is wila with a long A. Not a short A, a long A. If it was short, that would be the nominative. We want to make sure we got that long A. It's very important. Alright, to the next one. We got through the trees. So you come back to the chart. Where's through? Through is right. Why am I having a... Right here, through, sorry. Through, yeah. And that takes the accusative case. So, through the trees, we're going to make it blue because it's accusative. So, pair is through. And then trees, we know from the last one it was arbor. And we can go here. So it's either accusative singular, arborem, or accusative plural, arbores. And we know since it's trees, it's plural, so it would have to be our arbores. So, pair arbores. Alright, and let's go ahead and go to number 5. Out of the trees. Let's go ahead and go back to the chart. If we don't know what out of means, sooner or later you will learn all these words. You know, the common ones, so you'll be able to identify them easier. But until then, we can use the chart. So it's either accusative, ablative, but we see right here, out of, X or A, and that is the ablative case. So we go right here, there we go. So we know it is ablative, so we're going to make it red for ablative, and then we're going to write X, and then trees. Again, we go over here, arbor, third declension. It has to be ablative, so it's arbore, arboribus, and we know it is plural, so it is arboribus. Ex arboribus. On to the next couple. Alright, number 6, near the country houses. So let's go ahead and scroll back up to the chart to see what near the country near is in Latin. The word we use for near is prope, near, which takes the accusative case. So we know it's prope. And then we know it has to take the accusative, so we're going to write it in blue. And you come over to this chart over here. Once you learn your endings, you don't have to use the chart, but until then, we know it can either be wilam or it could be wilas. And it is plural because it's country houses with an S, so that means it is wilas. Alright, number 7. Away from the stream. Away from the stream. We're going to go to the chart. Because we don't know what it is just yet. Look at the chart and we see that away from, or by, but we're doing away from, and that takes the ablative case. So we're going to make that in red. And we're going to go and then we're going to go stream, come over here. You know this means stream, and then the stream is ablative singular, so it'll be rewo. Or it can also be rewo. So it could be ob or ah. 1 to 2. Number 8. Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and no, I'm gonna do it. Okay, number 8. Around the tree. Around the tree. Find what around means. Kirkum, like circumference around like the circle. You take the circumference by adding. And so, going around the circle, kirkum around, and then, so, around the tree, it takes the accusative. Kirkum's not in the accusative, it takes the accusative. And then you come over here, and we know it's either singular or plural, and we know tree is singular, so it'll be arborem. This looks like an A. Hold on. Kirkum arborum. And then the last one down here, then we'll scroll back up. down from the trees. We gotta look for down from. Come right here, and we see down from right here is the ablative case. It takes the ablative case, I mean. And go to down from. I'm gonna scroll up a little bit more right here. Day, and then tree. We can go over here and see that it is ablative and singular because the tree is singular, and it's arbore. Down from the tree. De arbore. Alright. Number 10. Between the streams. Go to the chart. Find where between is, and we see right here, between inter, it takes the accusative. So we're going to write it in blue because that is accusative. And then we have to figure out it is accusative and it's plural. So it would be rewos with a long OS. Inter rewos, between the streams. Next, we got without the country house. Let's go to the chart to see where without is. And we see right here, sine means without, and it takes the ablative case. So we are going to use red for ablative, sine, and then country house, singular, ablative case. So it has to be we la with a long A. We la. In front of the stream. Number 12. Let's go to our chart. We look for in front of. And right here, we see anti means in front of. So we're going to go back down. We're going to put it, and it takes the accusative, so we're going to do anti. And then we're going to do stream. We know it's accusative singular, because stream is singular, so we rewound. My V's and U's look similar, but that's a V and that's a U, because that's a UM for rewound. Alright, number 13, with the streams. With, we have to figure out what with means. So, with means it's cum, like if you graduate cum laude, you graduate with praise. So cum laude, or cum, and then that takes the ablative case, or yeah, ablative case, and then, oh, hold on guys, this is kind of unorganized. There we go, cum. With the streams, and stream, we have to make it ablative plural, so we rewis. Alright. We got like 4 more. Alright. So, behind the tree, we gotta figure out what behind means, so we come up here, and we see that post means behind. So we're going to make it blue for accusative. And then if we go over here, we see that singular accusative is arborem. So post arborem, behind the tree. Across the streams. Number 15. If you come up all the way here, we see that across, trans. So it means across. That takes the accusative. so we want to make it blue. So trans. And then streams, we know that our accusative plural ending is OS for second declension. So it would be re-wos. It's O. Alright, by the tree. Go to our thing, but we also had, well, we had away from, but when I said away from, we also knew it meant by. So takes the ablative case. So go here. Of, by, and then the word is tree, and it's in the ablative, and it's singular. So tree, singular ablative, is going to be arbore with an E, because that is our third declension ending for ablative, singular. Alright. Next one, without the strings. We did without already, and that was sine. But just in case you forgot, let's go ahead and scroll up back to the chart. Sine, and it takes the ablative. So, we make it red for ablative. And sine. And then streams, come over here. We see in the ablative plural, because streams is plural, it is re-wis. And then the last one, on account of the country house, we scroll all the way up. On account of, it could be either ob or propter. So, scroll back down, and so we're going to make it, because it takes the accusative, I'll just do, or is it being slow? Okay. Ob, propter, and then country houses, accusative, plural. We lost. So hopefully that helps you guys understand a little bit better, pretty much. If we give you, or you're translating English to Latin, all you have to do is know what these mean and know what case they take, and then put those supporting words, or that's in the prepositional phrase, like trees, in that said case. So hopefully this video helps again, and good luck on the quiz.